today?
I'm good. I love the picture behind you. It's so colorful.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm a visual artist, so that's one of my originals. Yeah.
Love,
Yeah.
love it.
Thank you. Well, you got the whole world behind you too. Where are you located?
Austria. I just got back less than a week ago. I was in the US for the past 2, 3 weeks ish. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm looking forward to peeling back all the logistical and geographical pieces of your timeline. To begin with, today's kind of the 4-year anniversary of living through this pandemic. Yeah, right? How did you survive it and how did it change you?
I just went to countries where you could still live normally.
Okay.
So that was one thing I did.
Sure.
And then the other thing is, I kind of said to myself at the beginning of 2020 that I received an invite to join a certain party, but I had to decline the invitation. So I wasn't going to participate in it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So let me ask you this. At the end of the day, if you had to explain exactly what you do for a living, and I put you in front of a bunch of third graders at career day, and they ask you, what do you do? How would you explain it?
So I would say, hey, when you look on YouTube and you see these ads come up, we help our clients create exactly those ads so that whatever they're doing, their services, their products, that the right people see them in the moment that they need them. So if I'm if I'm having cravings to buy a chocolate and I'm not finding it, then hopefully I see the ad for this chocolate.
So what did you want to be in the third grade? What was your dream?
I don't know. I never really had that or couldn't remember.
Okay. So
Yeah.
where are you originally from? Where were you born and raised?
I was born and raised in Austria. I was brought up here. I was speaking only German. I was about to fail English in high school. So, yeah, born and bred in Austria.
So how did this happen? How did you get the entrepreneurial bug? How did all of this become who you are today?
Good question. It was definitely never part of the plan, the one that didn't exist. And so what happened is once I left Google, I found myself for the first time in my life in a place where I could truly or I could truly do what I wanted. Cause I still had some savings. I didn't have to go to a job. I didn't have to listen to a boss. I didn't have to, um, be in the office at a certain time. And I'd always this very strong drive of doing things the way I wanted to. So I was like, let me just try to live life the way I want to and the way that it feels good to me. And I traveled. I signed up on some freelance platforms in the beginning. I told my network that I was, available for projects. And 4 months after I'd left Google, I'd made more money in a month than I made at Google. So I was like, if I made it this far without any entrepreneurial background, with any family entrepreneurial background,
Yeah.
then I can probably figure out how to make this last for a long time.
So what's been some of the best advice you've ever gotten?
And one of the best advice I've ever gotten, and I probably forgot or who it gave me that advice, and I keep giving it on to other people, is that your business, the status quo of your business, is always a direct reflection of your own mindset.
Yeah.
So
So
if you're facing
no, no, go ahead.
yeah, so if you're facing issues with like your employees or you're not finding the right people or you're not making the money that you want to, then probably you need to have a deep look inside and see what's blocking me.
Yeah. That's genius. So who's been kind of a mentor or a hero for you in your life?
So in the beginning of my business, that was back in 2016, I worked with Clients on Demand and Russ Ruffino. I'm not sure if you've heard of them. And him and his team have helped me to overcome any kind of blocking beliefs around sales mindset, to know how to structure price and offer. And what I've learned back then is still something that I apply today. So that was very impactful. Another person that I really appreciate is somebody called Peter Hill, who helped me get my job at Google in the beginning with the interview guidance and all of that he provided during my master's when I started applying for the role. And I guess and there's always a typical family because without them I wouldn't be where I'm at.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you can meet anybody alive, whether it's an entrepreneur someone in
Yeah.
business, someone you respect, you admire, who would you love to meet and talk to?
So my ultimate dream is actually towards the left side here. It is not visible here right now, right side. And it's on my vision board. And there are two people on this vision board. And on top is Beyonce. And then there is a coffee, and then there's Eminem.
Yeah,
And the two people are up there for a reason. Beyonce is someone that I highly respect because she's so much in the public eye, has had a very consistent career, has gotten better vocally, is very much controlled in a good way about her public image, about what you know about her life and what you don't. While I definitely do not have any insight into her relationships, but I think there's a lot of work that she puts into her relationship with her family.
yeah.
And so she's just had this consistent level of success, which I very much admire. And Eminem is somebody who helped me in my teenage years a lot, and I respect him fully for expressing himself, who he is, unapologetically over the years, and with that, helping so many people all over the world.
So what's been your drive? Every day you wake up, you
Mhm.
obviously want to do good work, you want to get things done, but you also want to evolve as a human as well. What is
Mhm.
that collective drive for you every day?
The collective drive is wanting to help people see opportunities that they didn't know existed before or that they didn't know existed for them. And with that, really helping them living the life that they dream of and um, like understand that whatever they dream of, they can achieve, as corny as it sounds, but that's really how it is.
Yeah, yeah.
And they have everything inside themselves. It's not like they need more money or they need a better spouse or whatever. Like whatever they want, they have it inside themselves.
So you're obviously dealing in the technology space.
Mhm.
Where do you see this going? Where do you see ad placement? Where do you see all of these technologies evolving into, say, 10 years from now?
So a common question I get is also like, do you think this is going to go away? Right? Because
Right.
things are evolving so much. And I don't think it's going to go away because Google and Meta and all these companies are making so much money with it. In fact, I see it evolve, but towards more automation, which isn't necessarily good because you as an advertising company get much less insights,
Yeah.
which can be a challenge. So, and to kind of keep up with that challenge and the faster and faster changes, you've got to have an agile approach to your ads and be in constant, almost like in a constant know of it, because what worked last year in ads might not work this year again.
Yeah. Yeah. What's been one of your favorite client success stories that you've been involved with over the years?
One of my favorite ones is definitely an e-commerce company where we helped them grow from 300K about a year to more than 1.5 million a year with ads.
Yeah.
And as a result of that, very long story short, the owner was able to open up an art gallery, which was his long-lived dream.
Yeah.
And that's something he was able to do because his time got freed up. He was able to, get more revenue and everything that comes with it. And I think that really shows the power of ads and why most business owners run a business, not just because they like what they do, but also because there's a lot of other dreams that they want to realize.
Yeah. So, of all of the things that you've accomplished up to this point in your life, overcome, evolved into, what are you the proudest of?
That no matter what happens, I know that I can get up again. So I have this awareness that no matter how down what somebody might feel or whatever negative challenge or situation you're experiencing, it doesn't last. It's always temporary, and my awareness around that helps me a lot because I can bounce back up, like, almost at the snip of a finger if I want to,
Yeah.
right?
So, let's say you have a dream tonight. You run into the 20-year-old
Mhm.
version of you. You can give that young version of you a piece of advice based on the life you've led, the wisdom you've gained. What
Mhm.
advice would you impart on that young version of you?
keep doing what you're doing. You're on the right track. It's all gonna work out. It's all gonna work out.
So, what do you miss about the States now that you're gone? And what do you like the best about your home country?
So the one thing that I miss and at the same time really appreciate about the States is that mindset of abundance. It's a can do mentality. It's a will do, want to, let's do it now mentality. It's I always say that my US and my Canadian clients are my favorite clients because they just want to do things.
Yeah,
They trust you and they see an opportunity in making money. Making money is not something bad, making money is something good,
yeah,
and everything is driven towards that. Now, the one thing that I appreciate about Austria is first of all, public transport is amazing.
yeah, yeah.
Like I've never owned a car in my life, right?
Wow.
So yeah, that just shows you how far it that goes, right?
Yeah,
And the other aspect is I think our sense of being structured, liking putting things in an order. Um, I think that really helps me in my day-to-day work with clients no matter where they are.
yeah. I would be I would be so happy if I never had to have a car. I like the freedom, but it's nice. Just the thought of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So everyone out there has a perception of you, family, friends, clients, but you run the show. What's your perception of you? Who do you think you are?
It's a very interesting question. And I've noticed over the years how far apart these perceptions can be, which I think a lot of times we're not even aware of. And my own perception of me is that I am a go getter, a dream achiever who always does her best, who's very, very aware herself and the surroundings, and who just genuinely believes in the good of people and wants people to see that themselves more and express more.
So if anyone wants to reach out, learn more about you, anything about your world, what's the best way to do that?
LinkedIn.
Okay.
Just go to my LinkedIn. You'll find all the information on current entrepreneurship ventures, client success stories, upcoming workshops.
Wonderful. Pamela, this has been so good. Thank you so much for your good energy and for your story and best of luck with everything. I appreciate it.
Thank you too, Joey. It was a pleasure.
Thank you. Take care.